And I think that's an important thing, distinction, is that we've got a 25-year track record of the structure itself, almost a quarter of a century, if you will.
The deferred sales trust side of things, walk us through the car analogy with the warranty and the track record and the some of the what it's done, how it's survived the scrutiny from the IRS, and how Campbell Law Firm has done has been able to represent their clients and provide that audit defense. Would you walk us through how it compares to on that point?
Sure. The structure itself is 25 years old. The marketing is about 22 years old. So for a few years, our structure was nameless. It was a nameless baby, if you will, nameless car, whatever you want to call it. But we've done several thousand trusts now, and I'm not aware that we're at this point under any audit, or any of our clients have been under audit, or that we're under any scrutiny at this point. And I was last updated on that probably in July. I don't think really the IRS has bandwidth right now to really do deep audit, to start a deep audit. This year has been, with the pandemic and handing out checks instead of doing anything else. I think the IRS has their hands full. But the other thing is that after doing thousands of these audits, I was only aware that about a dozen clients that we had were ever audited, which we were not the trigger for the audit. We were not the reason for the audit, and there was no change to the audit. We ourselves, I'm aware that we were audited twice, and the most recent one was completed in about this time, maybe a little earlier, in 2019. So we're not under any scrutiny. We have followed strictly what the rules are from the IRS and complied with that. And I think that's an important thing, distinction, is that we've got a 25-year track record of the structure itself, almost a quarter of a century, if you will, of a clean 100% survival rate. Now we have the scar tissue to prove it, because we've been through a lot of different things, and that, I think, doing thousands of these structures gives you a little bit more gravitas, that we're actually have been around, we've been through that. We've had, I think, really frank discussions with the IRS, and that's an important thing, is that you're following those rules. And we have a brilliant attorney, Todd Campbell, and Todd Campbell, both a great thinker and a great bedside manner for every client.
Yeah, he is. He's fantastic, and so is Jake Pfeiffer, and of course Robert Binkley, who's the co-founder of the Deferred Sales Trust and financial advisor. So we're all a team working together, and then also with the banks and national law firms that we have connected with us as well throughout the country. That being said, so if I'm hearing you right, you're saying, hey, look, I would, if I'm in your shoes, ask them how many deals have closed, how many IRS audits they've been through. Of those, how many were their actual clients, and what was the outcome of those? Are they currently under, any kind of investigation, right, or court case, and compare that to the Deferred Sales Trust, where it's been thousands of closes over 25 years, no current pending cases as of when we're talking today, and the last one was in 2019. I think that was a formal audit. And these are all no change audits, not one single issue with over a dozen of these audits. There are also no trigger audits. So not only was it on actual deals, but also was on the actual structure in Robert and Todd and the whole thing there. So that is that gives me peace of mind. I know personally, and for my clients, in being a Deferred Sales Trust trustee, it gives me peace of mind knowing that Campbell Law stands behind their work and provides the audit defense, and has actually had clients go through the audits and come on the other side, no changes.
I just wanted to say one interesting thing about that audit. 12 audits out of thousands that were non-trigger. I wondered for a long time why that was. That seemed like a magnitude lower than the average person gets audited. And I wondered why that was. But if you think through it real carefully, let's say you sell your business and you sell your business for 5 million. And normally you're used to making, let's say, a couple $100,000 a year. So you go from 200,000 to 5 million in a year when you declare it. I submit to you that you would be under a higher risk of audit by not doing the deferred sales trust than doing it. And clearly, the numbers kind of pan that out. Maybe a magnitude or two lower than the.
That makes sense. So yeah, what you're saying is that if you're selling like a $5 million business and you had a zero basis and you would have paid, let's say, $2 million in tax, and instead of doing no tax deferral strategy, sure, you just take all $5 million in that given year, you're probably, you went from making $2 to $250 a year to all of a sudden $5 million, right? You're probably a higher chance of getting audit versus just doing an installment sale, a deferred sales trust, and then just taking payments slowly over time.